Hello. Okay, I am testing this out. Hopefully it is going to start and we'll get started on this here pretty soon. What's up, guys? It is Coach Mickey and I am here for another live broadcast. And today I wanted to do a little something extra special. On the side, there is a chat thing. And I really want you guys to get more involved in these live videos. So I need you guys to put your comments in there, your questions. And if you want me to look at a YouTube channel of yours or an Instagram or give your channel a shout out, or maybe you have a YouTube video you'd like to shout out, hit that super chat button and give us a little support, because that only helps us to help you. So, and then that way it'll keep you up at the top of my chat list. And then I'll be sure at the end of the video, of the live video, to go back and give you a shout out and whatever. So that super chat helps pay for a lot of stuff for the studio, for the kids, for future opportunities. All the money that comes in from our YouTube channel and from our social media stuff is all directed and given back to the kids. So any kind of donation you want to give would be great. So let's get right into some topics of today. So as you may have seen on our YouTube channel today, I uploaded a new video. It was the weekend we had with my niece Kaya and my sister Becky. They came in. It was a whirlwind weekend. We went to the jump convention, and then our Diamond Company girls and some of our Emerald Company girls went to the Talent on Parade College Bound Fair, which was huge. There were 200 some odd dancers there, 20 plus, I would say 20 plus colleges with opportunities for scholarships and so forth. So it was crazy. It was scary. Our kids completely kind of freaked out a little bit. But I am proud to report, as of today, Carly has been asked to give a early audition for her school of choice. I'm not going to name schools until the kids sign with the schools that they're going to be going to for college. But Carly is a junior, and she's already been asked to do an early audition to lock her in for her college of choice. And then we have Chambry, who got offered a scholarship at a school. She is a graduating senior. And then Morgan, who has been offered, I think now up 4 different schools are interested in her. And then we have Katie, Laster, and Daytona, which are also our CITs. You see them a lot. They got offered from 2 different schools. And so far, I've heard Justice has also gotten an offer from a school too. So, and hers, I think, is a pretty big school. But the offers just keep rolling in. And now those girls are all sophomores and freshmen. So for them to be getting interest and offers is huge, because that means those schools are interested in them. They are going to continue to go after other colleges and other opportunities. So don't think that this is just they got the one and done and that's it. No, this is just a positive way for those sophomores and freshmen to realize, no, you can get an opportunity to dance in college. And this is what today's video is all about. What do you want to do with your future and how you can do it using dance to get you there? So my beeper just went off. I'm cooking some awesome dinner for Courtney and Aubrey, and I got to go check on my rolls, and I'll be right back. So make sure you type in there on that little type on that chat. I want to see who is here. So put your name and tell me if you're a dancer, or if you're a dance mom, or if you're just a YouTuber that likes to watch our channel. I want to have a little chat with you, and I'm going to come right back, and I'm going to message and talk to each and every one of you that just wrote on here. So let's get this going. It's going off again. I got to go to my beeper. Hold on. Give me 2 minutes. I'm back. Okay, so let's get this going. Let's see here. Okay, so we've got Meg Coyle. I think I'm saying it right. Please, I'm so sorry if I'm not saying your last names right. She says, I love to stretch when I watch these live videos. That's awesome. Yeah, your coach would really appreciate that. If you're a dancer, they definitely would love to know that you're stretching at all times. I always tell the kids to do that when they're watching TV or YouTube videos. Great thing. Okay, so Linda Gibson says, hello, please give me a shout out, please. Hi, Linda. I've seen you on here quite a few times, and I'm so glad that you join me every week to check out what's going on. Are you a dance mom? Are you just a YouTuber? Like, give me a little bit about yourself. And then we got Miss Shannon here. Woohoo! She's a dance mom, of course. She is Katie's dance mom. So you'll see her a lot in our YouTube vlogs, especially in the next coming weeks, because we're going to be going to a lot of competitions. And then Meg jumped on here again and said, you are a dancer. I figured I would love to know where you're dancing and if you're doing a solo and if you're from around this area and I get to see you at a competition, that would be awesome. So again, if you happen to be tuning in live right now at any time during this broadcast, I'd love for you to leave a comment on our chat. If you want to donate a little support to our YouTube channel, all proceeds go to the kids and it helps them with their dance futures. You can leave a super chat and you just hit that super chat button and it'll leave your comment up at the top. And it'll give an opportunity for me to give you a final shout out at the end of this live broadcast. So today's topic is talking about college, how you can be college bound, how you can be a dancer looking for a collegiate future. So here are the 3 steps that we give our kids. And I'm giving you some of our insider tricks to the trade on how we get our dancers scholarship opportunities. So number 1, you need to know as you're going from 8th grade into your freshman year, what is your ultimate goal? And that's really, really hard for a lot of 8th graders to even fathom that, because they're just like, oh my gosh, I've got 4 years of high school left. This is all new. This is crazy. But we already start having our junior high, middle school kids start thinking about what they want to do, if they want to use dance as a way for them to go into college. And we start giving them some goals to set up. Like, what is your ultimate goal? Do you want to be, working with a degree in the future? Or do you want to just do like technical stuff? Say, for example, you just want to work in the medical field and be like a radar tech or something like that, or radiology or whatever. Or do you want to go for a 4-year degree? Those are the things that you need to have prepared and have that goal set before you even start discussing on what kind of school would be best for you. So once you have gotten that general basic goal, we're not talking specifics, we're just talking a general idea. Do you want to go to college? Do you not want to go to college? Do you want to go to a trade school? Do you want to go to a 2-year school? Do you want to get a full bachelor's degree, or do you want to just do an associate's degree? You need to have those plans and that goal set up by the time you're a freshman. And then once you've done that, then you have to start researching which schools best fit what your general idea, because nobody really goes into college and says, oh yes, definitely, I want to be X, Y, and Z, and as a freshman, because it literally changes the first year that you were in college. Anybody who's been to college knows this. So you always change your major. It never stays the same. Very rarely does it stay the same. So again, what you need to do is just have that general goal. Have your first goal of like what you would like to do, and then have your backup. And then you want to start looking around at all the different schools and getting an idea of what schools best benefit to your educational goal. All right, so number 2, where do you want to go is a big one. Do you want to live nearby your home, especially for our small town kids, or do you want to go out of state or go somewhere big? That is something that you need to have that already prepared and set up in your mind. So then that gives you a better general like circumference of where it is that you want to like focus towards in trying to get that college scholarship. So that is definitely what you need to do with that. And then number 3, how are you going to achieve this? Okay, so this is where it takes a lot of work from your dance teacher and from you as a parent or as a dancer to really like put your focus in what it is that you want to do. It also makes you evaluate what you contribute to your dancing career. So, for example, if I am just a high school dance team member, I've never taken a dance class before in my life. I am on my high school dance team, and I really want to go to college and dance in a college. I can guarantee you right now, if you've had no studio experience, you've had no ballet training, you've had no like hip hop training, like real training, you will not make a D1 school. Might make a D2, might. But guaranteed you will not make a D1 school. This is like KU, the Classy Cats, Mizzou, Wichita Shockers. There is absolutely no way you will be competitive with that level of dancers. So as a high school dancer, you need to start looking at something that's a little more in your technical range. And you want to start looking at schools that have dance teams that might not necessarily compete. A lot of college teams don't compete. A lot of 2-year schools don't compete. So you want to be looking more in that direction. Now, if you're a competitive dancer, the sky's the limit for you. So this is what I say to anybody who is on a high school dance team that wants to dance in college. Why are you not in a studio too? Like literally, I don't understand it. Like, yes, it's great to perform at a halftime. It's awesome to like perform for your student body. It's awesome to perform for your parents, your classmates. But that pom-pom routine or that cute little makeup hip hop routine that you got ideas from watching videos on YouTube is not going to get you a college scholarship. So if you want to go to school and you want to do it in dance and do it where you're getting free money to do it, then you better find a studio and you better find it quickly. And that's what I say to all kids who are on high school dance teams, especially in this state, because outside of this state, there are hundreds, if not thousands of dancers that are on high school dance teams, but they're also competitive dancers. You go to any other state outside of Kansas, and their high school dance teams are competing at a dance studio competition level. For some reason, this state does not support that. I've been very upset about that for years. I've always pushed for it. I was hoping that Keisha would kind of get on board with that and really encouraging high school dance teams to move up that ladder so that they have a fighting chance in colleges outside of our state. But unfortunately, it's just not there yet. They're starting to do some of it, but it's not anywhere near like it is in the state of California. State of California, your high school dance team, you cannot make it unless you've already had years of high school training or years of studio training. You can't even make your high school dance team without that. So around here, that if you're able to just go and learn a quick pom routine and get on your high school dance team and know how to do a cute little kick line and a cute little hip hop routine, that's great. But if you do not know how to do ballet, you do not know proper terminology, you don't know how to do a triple, a quad, Alice Lacombe turns, fouettes, aerials, back walkovers, back handsprings, you might as well just forget it, because you're not going to make a college team if you don't have that experience and that knowledge. So that is the first thing for those kids who are on high school dance teams right now that want to make a college team. You better evaluate what you're contributing to getting that college scholarship. It's no different than if you're a basketball player. And I always refer to basketball because I was a basketball player. I played my whole life. I also played on an AAU team. I played with Cheryl Miller, who is a professional basketball player. I played with the Tower Twins. One of them had a Disney TV, or they had a Disney movie made about them. They were on my summer league basketball team. So I understand how the collegiate recruiting system goes for sports. And I had to give up. I had to give up doing color guard, and I had to give up doing dance when I became a high school student because I had to focus on basketball. And basketball was my goal. And I wanted a D1 school. And I had to do summer leagues. I had to do camps. I had to do clinics. I had to literally play basketball 24/7. Eat, drink, and sleep basketball was my goal to make a D1 school. So if you want to be a D1 dancer, I'm telling you right now that you have to eat, drink, and sleep dance. You cannot just go to dance one day a week. You can't just go to dance like just through your school team. You have to be dancing non-stop from the time you're a freshman until you're about ready to graduate high school. So for anybody who is a current competition dancer and you only go to your studio 2 days a week, you're just on your jazz team and you're just on your hip hop team. Say you're on the performance competition team, or you're on a, you're not even on a competition team. You're just doing recitals, but you're taking your little ballet class or whatever. You will not make a D1 school. I can guarantee you that. You have to be competitive, and you have to be strong, and you have to be highly trained. So get all of your extracurricular activities that you think that you need to do, i.e. I've got to be in every sport, I've got to be in every play, I've got to be in all of that, and get that off of your table and start focusing on what it is that you really want to do. If you want to be a D1 dancer, then you best get in the studios and you best be training. And you don't have to go to one studio. I highly suggest go to all studios that can find you the best training in all the areas. I encourage my kids to do that. If you want to get your ballet, go to a place where it's a ballet company where they train people to be professional ballerinas. If you want to be a Chiefs cheerleader, then I highly suggest you go find studios where the teachers are either former Chiefs or they're choreographers for the Chiefs. Things like that. And you take classes from them. You get to do, special workshops and stuff like that. You just have to really research, guys. You cannot just expect it to be handed to you. You have to work for it, just like anything else that you do. So that is kind of like my preaching moment. Now, for the kids who are in dance studios, i.e. like myself, like our studio, our small town studio, what I do is I set it up for them. So for example, we have a couple kids, they can only come one day a week. They can't afford to dance more anywhere else. They can't afford to do anything what they already do. So they're limited. And then I say, okay, since you're limited, then that means you're limited on the places that you need to apply for, the places that you want to extend your interest into as far as a dance school. So I give them a list of schools that I feel would be right up their alley, that's going to meet all of their educational needs and also meets all of their dance goal needs. And then we break it down to their top 3 choices. And then we either submit an email to the dance coach and ask for a tour of the school, or we send them a video of our dancers saying that this person is interested. Do you have any spots available in the upcoming season? When is your clinics? When are your tryouts? So that's due diligence on our part. That's what we do for our dancers. Now, your dance teacher may not do that for you, or your parent may not do that for you. So you as a young dancer may have to take that step into your own hands. And then the next thing that we do is then we encourage them to go to every master's class and every workshop that's those particular top 3 choice schools are offering in the springtime, and get them to get there. Because number one thing is the shows that you're showing an interest, and it's showing commitment, and it's showing the desire to attend that school. And it also is starting a relationship. It's giving them a first impression of who you are. And that's why we encourage our freshmen all the way up to our seniors to be attending these kind of events. And honestly, that's probably why Carly has already been asked to do an early audition for this particular school that she's excited about. I really think Carly's going to land that. I'm super excited for her. And Morgan, I think I don't know what Morgan's going to do. I think she's got a heck of a lot of awesome offers, and I am super proud of her. Chambry, I think, is still working towards maybe she was kind of on the fence on whether or not she really wanted to even dance in college. And we've just kind of been pushing her for this. So, and then she also got sick while she was at the audition and wasn't able to finish it. So I think if she would have completed the whole audition, she would have been offered more schools. Our other ones are literally flukes. I have no idea how a sophomore or junior out of the 200 plus dancers that were there, or even a freshman, would be considered by other schools other than they just saw something in them that they liked and they want to keep an eye on them, and that's huge. So that's why I encourage you, if you're really wanting to dance in college, you best be like investigating and like figuring out the schools that you're interested in. Okay, so that's it. All right. Let me see what I've got on here. So Katie Bridgman is here. Hi, Katie. And I've got Anna Lee who's here. Hi, Anna Lee. And Meg says, I compete at a studio, but I also study at an art school. Good for you, girl. That is a big thing to do. My niece, Kaya, if you don't know her, her name is Kaya Walsh. She dances at Launch Brea Space in California, where she's training literally 8 to 10 hours a day. It is a fine arts school for dancers and working in the commercial industry. And it's huge. You have to be invited. You have to audition to even be going to the school, and then you have to be invited to attend. It's pretty pricey, but she's literally going to have all the tools ready for her. She's a freshman. And on top of that, she also does competition. So she is one that I highly will see. I'm hopeful we'll be seeing working in the industry in the next 4 years once she graduates high school. So if not sooner. And that's awesome. So you need to just keep on that. Good for you. Anybody got any questions about colleges and like just any question about colleges, like how you look them up, anything? Just leave it right there. So Annalie says, what are some good places to take master classes as an adult? Boy, that's a hard one, Annalie. The best place that I know of that really opens up in my area where I live is in Lawrence. It is Point B Studio. Kathy is the director at that and the studio owner. She is amazing. She actually was one of the original owners of Dance Factory from Topeka, I believe, and then branched off there. A lot of the staff that's from Fusion, from Dance Factory, even from, I believe, Radiant, have all trained at Point B at one point or another. They are a great facility. A lot of college kids go there and take classes there. It's kind of a drop-in thing. It's a really easy way for you to go in and just take a class here and there. They have hip-hop classes, they have ballet, they have tap, and they have jazz. So that is where I highly suggest it. Another person to look up is Lucky. He runs the iPush program. I don't know if he knows of any like adult classes and adult workshops. I know that he caters more towards the high school age kids and younger. So you might want to check with him and find out what he has available. You can also check with Darcy from Darcy's School of Dance. She offers a lot of master classes, and I think it's pretty much open for anybody at any age. And you might also want to try Ignition and Radiant in Topeka. Those two offer a lot of master classes. I believe Above the Bar, they're from like Overland Park area. And another one is Priscilla and Dana's. And Tiffany's, I believe, does a couple master classes. Oh, and Melrose. Melrose is a good dance studio too to check that out, where they have a lot of master classes. I don't know if they do adult though. So those are just the ones that I suggest. Meg asked, do you think competition dancers are better off in performance dance or commercial? You know, that is a tough question. I have a son who did commercial dancing. He was a hip hop dancer, and that led him into now the music industry. He's actually in Arizona right now. He's going to be starting his first week, I think next week sometime, where he's going to be doing learning music engineering and producing. So he's going to be learning all the tricks of the trade of the music business. But I had a little experience like watching what the commercial industry is like. And that's tough. That's tough to say. If you have the guts and the ability to deal with rejection and know that eventually one day your opportunity will come knocking, then the commercial industry is perfect for you. You also need to be aware that no matter what, I don't care who you are as a commercial dancer. I don't care if you're dancing with Britney Spears. You always have to keep training. It's like being a professional athlete, like a basketball player that's in the NBA, or an Olympic player or Olympic medalist, you know, a gymnast, or a tennis player that does Wimbledon and all that kind of stuff. They're constantly training. They're either in the gym lifting weights, they're having a healthy diet, they are training at any facility that they can train at. They are playing pickup games. I mean, and that's what you have to do is if you're going to be a commercial professional dancer, you can't just limit yourself. You have to constantly be training. You can never like slack off and say, well, I made it, so I guess this is it for me. You have to be willing to give it 150% effort. You have to be willing to go on every flippin' audition that's available. And you have to be, you know, dealing with the fact that it may take you 5 to maybe even 10 years before you land your big deal. And you also have to realize that in the commercial industry, you have a very small window of opportunity to be working in the business. From about the age of 18 until about the age of like 35, if that. That's really stretching it. Depends on how well you look. So that is my advice to you on that. Now, on the performance side of it, if you are wanting to just do it as like you go to college and then you become a dance teacher, or you go to college and you want to be like a Chiefs cheerleader for like 4 years or something like that after you graduate, those are great opportunities too. And the demand is not as intense as a commercial dancer. They are more like just having that fun and thrill of still performing. I mean, you still have to train. You still have to be physically fit. Don't get me wrong. But the demand of you going on constant auditions and constantly having to find a new niche and a new training and, you know, that kind of stuff is a little bit like pulled back. It's not as intense. So, I don't know. I really don't know. Competition dancers as a whole. How do I explain this? Okay, so say I'm a competition dancer and I'm just like queen bee, win everything. I can guarantee you in the commercial industry, it won't matter how many like first place championships. They're not going to care how many first places that you get. They don't care where you train, none of that. All they care about is your audition and how well you look at that audition. So being a competition dancer is good for anyone who wants to work in the commercial industry because it gets you that opportunity to audition, so to speak. So you're getting out there and you're competing the same way you would sort of in an audition setting. But it is not a requirement. How about dancing for a modern company? You really want to be a rockette. Oh, that's tough. Girl, you need to learn some drill team steps then if you want to be a rockette. Kick line, kick line, kick line, kick line. I would suggest go down to Texas, check out the Ranger. What are they? They're the world famous. I'm like totally brain farting right now. Go to American Dance and Drill Team website. They should have, I think it's like the Kilgorettes. Is that right? Kilgore Rangerettes. If you want to be a rockette, check them out. They're a college dance team. They are kickline crazy. And I know for a fact that many of the girls that were on the Kilgore Rangerettes ended up becoming a rockette. So that's my advice to you there. Modern Company. That would be like if you wanted to be on like Travis Wall's Shaping Sound or something. Whew, I don't know. If you're going to do that, then you need to start looking at really training in ballet, be super proficient in that, and then also like get your booty in every kind of contemporary modern class that you can find or workshops. I'm on the East Coast, so I've taken a few classes with them. Oh, that's awesome. And yes, if they have like any kind of classes at the Rockettes, oh girl, go and take them and ask them what they need to do, like to become a Rockette. What is the steps? Don't be afraid to ask questions. That will help give you that opportunity as far as that goes for Rockettes. I don't know much about Rockettes at all, other than their bomb at Kickline. So that's all I know on that. Any other questions? No? Okay, I've got to get back to cooking this dinner for my family. They just walked through the door. Did you have good practice, Courtney? Baby Diamonds had a good practice. That's good. We had a good practice at our studio too with our Pearl Company. So we got 10 days and we will be going to our recital for 2019 season, and then we'll have our first competition. And then do we want to announce it yet, or do you want me to keep it quiet about the other thing that's going on in February? Okay, we're not going to talk about it yet. We'll keep that on the DL. Keep it on the DL. All right. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Jess. Okay, I got to go, guys. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys probably either tomorrow. I don't know. Well, I'll see you soon. As soon as I get this second video uploaded of the weekend of us at College Bound Fair, that should be uploaded anytime. And hey, don't forget to like hit that subscribe button, you guys, because every Thursday night I'm going to do my best to try and continue to do these live videos. It make it a little more difficult once we get into competition season, but I'll still try. Even if it's just like a pre-recorded one, I'll try and do that too. All right. Leave down in the comments below what kind of topic you guys want to talk about next week, and I will see you guys next time. Don't forget, just keep working hard and keep reaching for those goals and get some. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye.